Hi everyone, watch me as I create this adorable snowman's head. Okay, so here are the items there you are going to need to begin your project. All of these items, like I said, came from the Dollar Tree. So over here I have white paint and I also have black paint. I have the eyeballs and these beads that I got, wooden beads from the Dollar Tree. You need a glass ball that's hat looking light. I got these ribbons in two different colors, red and blue, and you also need these hanging tree decorations and the packet of buckets. I think they come 3 or 4 a pack. Okay, and that's what you're gonna need to start. I also have a container here for my Mod Podge and another plastic for painting. As you see, I've arranged my beads into this container. You're also gonna need this black piece of cardstock paper, which we're gonna use later on, about 2 inch. Okay, so the first thing we're actually gonna do, we're gonna begin by prepping our jar. So we're gonna put some Mod Podge and some paint into this plastic. I already did one of these, so that's why this is already looking used. So you want to pour, I would say probably about the same amount of Mod Podge to acrylic paint. You're also going to need a little bit of water also. You don't want to do too much. I think I did mine too thin. I probably should have watched a video on how much Mod Podge to paint to water I should be using, but I never really measure anything. But it still worked out, so that was good. So I have a wooden stick, and I am sorry that I am kind of out of the frame. I have a new phone that I'm recording with, and I didn't do too well with kind of like figuring out my distance. So some parts of this will be off camera. I want to apologize. So you're just going to put all of those together, the Mod Podge, the white paint, and some water. And you're going to mix that. You want to have it to like a light, thick consistency. Like I told you guys, mine was a little bit watery. So I had to apply the Mod Podge a couple of times. I had to wait for it to dry a little bit and then apply it again to my glass jar. Okay, so I am gonna go ahead and just kind of speed up the camera right here because yes, you already know what I'm doing. I'm gonna let this rest for a little bit and come back to it so everything can be incorporated properly. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and prep our buckets, and I'm gonna remove the handle. I already had one done, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this one. And we're going to get our black paint, and we're going to put some of that into our little plastic container that we're going to paint. And I do have I'm so sorry it's not in the screen, but I do have one of those little dab brushes, and you'll see it in a few. I don't know what you call this. So I'm just going to just dab that on. And this was the easiest way for me to get this painted. And we're going to do this until every single part of the white is covered in black. And again, I'm just going to speed this up because you guys kind of know how to do this. So now I'm going to put this down to dry. Okay, now that this is set for a little bit, I'm just going to go ahead and just pour this into my glass jar. I'm just going to twist it around to make sure we get all the sides, and then I'm just going to pour the extra back into the container with the mix. And we're just going to sit this out once we hit all the areas and just let it dry. Now while this is drying, I'm going to go ahead and just add some more black paint to this, make sure that we get a good coverage. Okay, while we're waiting for those to dry, I'm just going to go ahead and use a black marker to color these eyeballs completely in black. And I'm using a permanent marker. And you want to cover up every part of that eyeball. And these are going to be our eyes for our snowman. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut out the circle for the top of the hat. And we're going to be using our painted tiny pans to make the hat for the snowman. And once I cut that out, I am going to actually glue them together. So I'm going to glue the round circle part on top of the hat, and I am again not in the frame, which really sucks. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to use the back part of my paint handle and just dip it in some white paint and just make these spots all over the hat to just make it black and white. And I actually wanted to do stripes on this, but I forgot. But it doesn't matter what you do. And I actually put the circle on at the top part of the paint, not at the bottom, at the top part. So now it's just a waiting game. We're gonna wait for all of this stuff to be completely dry. We're just gonna. And we're back. It's been about, I want to say at least 4 hours. I went out and did some stuff, and I just got back inside. So we're just going to put all the parts together now. So this is the top, which is going to be the hat. And this jar is completely dry and frosted. So we're gonna get our glue gun. Oh right, I forgot, we gotta take this part off, yes. So yeah, go ahead and pull that top piece out. And then you wanna make sure that you have that on there straight. We're gonna get a glue gun and we're just gonna put some glue around the edge of the jar. And it doesn't matter if some get inside because you're not gonna be able to see it if it falls to the bottom. And then we're going to attach the light at the top, and this is going to use as our hat. Now we're going to put the dried bucket, and we're going to use that to make the top part of the hat. But before we do that, I'm going to add a piece of ribbon around the edge, you know, to just give it a little bit of character, so our hat could actually look like a hat. I'm going to use my glue gun to attach. Actually, I did use my cement paint first to attach this because I wanted it to look a little bit clean. But that was kind of like giving a little bit of a trouble to dry. So I am using my cement glue to put this on at first, but later on I'm going to go back in with the hot glue gun. And I always do voiceover when I do these because my house be so noisy with my daughter. So I normally do like voiceovers when she's done, when she goes to sleep. So she's taking a nap now, so I can actually do this. And guys, tell me if this project was fun for you. I absolutely enjoyed every bit of doing this. Like, yeah, it was fun. So now I'm going to make like a little bow to go on the side of the hat. And I know this recording could have been done a lot better. But I hope you guys get the concept because it's not really hard. It's not really hard. It's just, today I was rushing. I gotta go to work. So I was trying to get this one in before I run out the door. And again, I am going to make sure that I set my camera up better the next time, so I am not out of the frame so much. This is just, at this point, kind of annoying and embarrassing. Everything is like out of the frame. But guys, all I'm doing is literally just putting a bow together. That's all I'm doing. Just putting a bow together. And I'm just using my glue gun to kind of like glue the parts together. This took me a little bit of time. I was fumbling. I don't know if it's because I'm tired. I was fumbling a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and glue this on with some hot glue. Now we're going to add our eyeballs. And you just want to figure out where you want the bow to be, if you want it to be to the side or not. I kept my bow to the side, so I'm going to put my eyeballs right in front of where I want them to be. I'm also going to do the same thing with the nose. Just kind of just glue everything on with hot glue. And this other part is kind of like tedious, so I kind of tilted my jar a little bit to glue on the mouth, and we're using those little blue wooden beads that came in a packet, I think of like 6 different colors. 6 different colors. And those are all in a Dollar Tree. Okay, so now we're going to get our little Christmas tree decoration, and we're going to attach the glass to the middle of the circle. And all we're going to do is just put glue all the way around the rim of the bottom of this glass, and then we're going to stick that right on in there, and then we're going to put our hat right on top. And then you just take the hat on and off, and flip the light on and off, because there's a switch right there. Okay, and that's it. We're pretty much done with this project. Now we are at the end of this project, and look how beautiful these turned out. Now I pre-prepared this little water fishbowl looking jar thing that you see going on, and I put those water beads and a couple Christmas decorations in at the bottom, and I stuck my head to the smaller head to the top of these bigger jars. Now if you love this project and you tried, please leave a comment. Say something about it if you like it. This was really fun for me to do, and please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.